Are you ready for some great meal ideas? Well, come along with me while we go through this week's What's for Dinner. Great, easy, simple recipes for weeknight meals. Hello, family and friends. I'm Susan, and welcome to my home. And on this week's menu plan, we have French bread pizza, chicken tacos, sausage, potato, onion, and peppers, and barbecue chicken sandwiches. It's Monday night, and we are going to be making a French bread pizza, one of our low-cost meals this week. But the meal itself was $7.27, and that could feed easily 4 to 6 people. So let me show you the breakdown, and then we'll get to fixing the French bread pizzas. And let's make some French bread pizza, low budget style. I have got some Italian bread that was $1.99. I have got some mozzarella slices that was $2. I've got some discounted hot Italian sausage to go on the pizza that was $2.09. And some pizza sauce that was $1.19. So let's get the sausage cooking up in the pan and we'll get going on the French bread pizzas. And I have all of the sausage cooked up. I'm going to go ahead and put the first layer down, which is the pizza sauce. As you can see, I have cut up the Italian bread into slices. And now I'm going to put a good amount of sauce because I do like, whenever it comes to the bread like this, you can use a good amount of sauce. Now I've got the sauce on the bread. I'm going to go ahead and put the sausage on the bread. Okay, now I'm going to put the cheese on top. This is mozzarella cheese slices because they were cheaper than the grated cheese version. So let me see if I can get these slices off here. I'm going to put them on each one of the pieces of bread. And I have quite a bit of slices left. So I could have done quite a few more, but it's just Danny and I with this one bag. So let me get all of this in the oven and get them heating up so the cheese can melt. The oven is now up to 350. Let's put these in the oven and let that cheese melt. And here they are. Let me go ahead and get these on the plate. The cheese has melted very well. I'm going to go ahead and give Danny 3, and I'm going to take 2, and then we'll have supper tonight. And here's what's for dinner. French bread, pizza, and that's what's for dinner Monday night. And it's Tuesday morning. And let's go ahead and get the chicken tacos started in the crock pot so they can cook all day. So when I get back from work, that they will be ready to eat. And this is the 4 of the chicken thighs that I got on sale the other day at Food Line. I'm also going to put in some Food Line taco seasoning. There we go. And a can of Rotel. Now, because those thighs are frozen, whenever they defrost, they will actually make a lot of fluid, so you don't need to add any fluid into this right now. Whenever you come home from work, check and see if it does need a little fluid added. But other than this, it's time to put the lid on and let this cook all day while we're at work. It's Tuesday night. And if you saw on Monday, I made those French bread pizzas. They were so good. That Italian sausage instead of pepperoni made that amazing. Gotta try it. Now tonight, something really quick and simple. If you saw this morning, I put the chicken thighs, or half the chicken thighs that I had, into the crock pot and put it in with some taco seasoning and some Rotel. And we're going to make some chicken tacos tonight for supper. Again, another inexpensive meal that can feed 4 to 6 easily. And I think I did add some Rotel to it. That added about $1 to the cost. So my ponytail is already up. Let's get to making some amazing chicken tacos. And I'm going to go ahead and get the Spanish rice started. Basically, it's Knorr Spanish rice. All I need to do is put 2 cups of water and a tablespoon of vegetable, which I'll put butter in because you know me and butter. Let me go ahead and get this cooking up, and then I'll show you how I make the tacos. And when I got home, this is what the chicken looks like. And then all you've got to do is, you see all the juice over here on the sides? That's what came out of the frozen chicken. And all you've got to do is basically pull the chicken. It has been cooking all day on low, and it is ready to be pulled, and it is so juicy. Now, this is ready to go in some tacos. You don't have to add much extra. If you've got some cheese, you've got some taco sauce, that's great. If not, this has a lot of flavor in it. And I got the cheaper tacos because you know me, I was trying to put it as cheap as possible, the budget. The actual chicken without the rotel was $6.23 altogether. With the rotel, it's probably $1 more, so about $7.23. I've got enough to make probably 7 or 8 tacos easily. So, and it's just basically what extra you have that you put on it. So let me get some tacos making, and then we'll put them in the oven to let them harden up. And let's get the chicken on the taco shells. I've got them laid out because I'm going to actually put them in the oven to crisp up. And I'm going to put some chicken on each side. And then what I'm going to do is turn them over. Well, hold on. I need to put some cheese on it first. Let me put my cheese on it first and then turn it over. Little cheese on it first. Cheese on it first. That'll get cold. The taco closed. All right. Now I'm going to do this. I'll see if it'll cook like that without me having to put another pan on top of it. Sometimes you do. I need to make another one or two. And let's get it in the oven, 350 for about 5 minutes. I'll check on it and see how done it's getting. I put them in the oven for about 10 minutes. It didn't crisp them up much, but Danny's hungry, so I got to go ahead and get him fed. You know how that goes. So I'm going to go ahead and put some taco sauce on each one. Like I said, you don't have to put these extras on here, but you know we like our spicy. A little bit of green. A little bit of red. A little bit more cheese on top, I think. A little bit of sour cream. And I've made 5 tacos. There is enough to make another dozen or more in there. So you can't say that this doesn't feed a ton of people, because it can. Uh-oh. And I am making a mess of everything. And here we go. Tacos. Spanish rice. And made all this for under $7.50. That is not including the little extras, the sour cream or anything like that. But you can make it. It doesn't have to cost a lot. And it is amazing. It's Wednesday night. And it's time for another low-cost meal. Those chicken tacos last night were so good. They were as good, if not better, than ones that you would get in a restaurant. So, use your money wisely, and you can make some great meals out of it. Tonight, we're going to be using some andouille sausage, some bell peppers, some onion, and potatoes. That's about all you need for this recipe. It cooks up so good. And lots of flavors. You could always add little extras to it. Danny and I, we've got everything we need in there. You know, potatoes, meat, we're good. A little bit of vegetable. So, my ponytail is already up. Let's get to making another low-cost meal. And a really good one. And tonight I'm going to be making some sausage, potatoes, onion, and pepper. Really quick, really simple. You can vary it up. You can add more vegetables if you want. I'm not probably going to use all these potatoes. I'm going to use probably half of them. I might use all. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like in the pan. But I do this in 2 pans. I'll start the potatoes in the small one and then let them cook up. And then we'll get the sausage cooking in the bigger pan. Now I've got everything cut up and we are ready to put everything in the frying pan. And I'm going to go ahead and heat up both the pans. I want this one to get a little bit medium high to begin with. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in it. And that's where I'm going to be putting the potatoes. Alright. Now I'm going to put my splash guard, or my oil guard over top of that. Now in this one, I don't have any oil in it, and you don't need it because this andouille sausage is going to have a lot of juice and grease that comes out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and put all the andouille sausage in here. And I've cut them to where they're all flat on both, flat on both sides basically. And I've got this on a number 7. On a number 7. I'm going to let this heat up. And then once they start browning on one side, I will flip them. And this over here is going to brown up. So let me bring you back whenever these get completely done. And I'll show you what the next phase is. And I've got all of the peppers nicely browned up. I'm going to go ahead and take them out of the big pan. You see all that good stuff left in there? I'm going to go ahead and add the peppers into it and let them start cooking up. And I'm going to try to flip the potatoes around just a little bit. Now what I'm going to do is let this cook down a little bit. I've got it on about a 4. And the juice that it makes will start getting up all this nice bits and pieces down here on the bottom of the pan. And that's starting to brown up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and add the onion in. And this is a lot of onion, but it will make a lot of juice. So now I've got all the onion in here. You see there's quite a bit of onion, but it will reduce down quite a bit, and it will make a lot of juice. That will be awesome to get all the little cooked bits on the bottom of this pan that the andouille left whenever I got it out. So I'm going to go ahead and keep cooking this, and I'm actually going to cover it. That way it'd help it cook a little bit faster. And stir the potatoes again. And I've got those completely turned off now because they're just about to the point. Whenever I put them in this with everything here in a minute, it does cook for a little bit in this pot, so they'll cook even more in the pot. So I'll bring you back whenever I put everything back together. Now let it cook for about 5 minutes, and now the onions have gotten nice and opaque. It's time to put everything back together and let it cook for a little while together. There is the Polska kielbasa. Let's get the potatoes and put them back in here. And then let's get everything and mix it all together. I am going to add a little bit of water to the pan and then let it steam cook for about 15 minutes or so, and then it'll be ready to eat. I'll go ahead and put a little bit of water in the bottom and cover it. And it's on low right now, and it's just going to sit here and steam cook for a little bit, and then in about 15 minutes we'll be ready to eat. And here is what it looks like. The potatoes are nice and done. Everything is ready to be plated up, so let's get some on the plate. Alright, I'll get Danny some. He likes lots of meat, so I give him some potatoes and I give him lots of meat. And that's what's for dinner Wednesday night. Andouille sausage, potatoes, onions, and peppers. And it is so good. It's Thursday, guys, and we're going to do the 4th meal in the low-cost meal week. Tonight I'm going to make a quick barbecue chicken sandwich along with some baked beans. Inexpensive, but such a good meal. So, my ponytail is already up. Let's get to cooking. And usually I make this barbecue chicken in the crock pot, but I forgot to put that in this morning. So we're going to make it in the Instant Pot tonight. I'm just going to lay the chicken, and yes, it's frozen. You heard it ding, into the Instant Pot. I am going to add just a little bit of water because this thing will alarm a burn if I don't. So there we go. Got a little bit of water in there. I'm also going to put in some Kraft barbecue sauce. If y'all watch my grocery haul, you know I got it. It was the cheapest one they had. It just happened to be my favorite flavor anyway, so that worked. I'm going to put a couple good squirts on the chicken and in the water. And it's basically going to steam it here in a minute, is what's going to happen. Now for frozen chicken, you want a good at least 40 minutes. That way we know it's going to be good and cooked. All right, we got it set, ready, 40 minutes. We'll come back after it decompresses itself, and I'll show you what else we do. I shredded the chicken, then added some more barbecue sauce. Then it was time to eat. Now, just like every other sandwich that I make, I love to put lots of mayonnaise on it. I'll go ahead and put some mayonnaise on it. Like I said, I like a lot of mayonnaise on it. Just makes it juicier. Now I'm going to put just a little bit more barbecue sauce itself on the sandwich. You can heat the bread if you want to. Danny doesn't like his bread heated because he says it makes it hard, and he don't like, whenever he's got a sandwich like this, he wants to be able to have a soft bun. And gonna put some baked beans on the side. And here we go. Barbecue chicken sandwich, baked beans. And it's what's for dinner Thursday night. That barbecue sandwich was so good yesterday. Danny wound up eating 2 of them. Simple, easy, and inexpensive. And I hope you've enjoyed this whole week's worth of meals. How to make dinner on rock bottom prices, basically. 4 meals for under $30. And each of the meals were for at least 4 people, and lots more on some of them. So come back again next week, and I will have a set of 4 different meals. But this time it's going to be 20 minutes or less. So if you want some quick, easy meal ideas that are truly quick, easy meal ideas, then come back and see me next Sunday. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. We would love it for you to become part of our channel's family. And until next week, have a great week. Don't forget to click that link below and subscribe so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. And let our family be a part of your family.